Hi everyone, I'm Shelly from There's No Place Like Home at redheadmom8.wordpress.com. Every time that I publish a video on unschooling, I get an awful lot of comments from people who would really like to try the unschooling approach in their home, but they're afraid that they would not be able to do it because of the laws in their states. So today I really just wanted to share a quick video with you to answer the question, is unschooling legal in all 50 states? You know, the short answer to that is yes, unschooling is legal in all 50 states. Since it is a form of homeschooling, and homeschooling is legal in all 50 states, by default, unschooling is also legal. Think of it this way. There are so many different ways that you can homeschool. There is Charlotte Mason homeschooling, relaxed homeschooling, unit study homeschooling, classical homeschooling, Waldorf homeschooling, Montessori homeschooling, and I could go on and on and on. Unschooling is just another form. Now, I think that a lot of people tend to get nervous about it because they look at the laws in their states, and even with the states that have lower regulation, they will very often tell you what subjects it is that they want you to cover. You know, for example, English, math, social studies, science, and so on. All of the basic subjects. And I think that a lot of people look at those and they think that that means that they have to actually be teaching those, specifically teaching them to their kids, you know, kind of giving them assignments or little worksheets that they have to do, or standing there and, you know, giving them a lecture about it. And that actually is not the case. While the laws do tell you what subjects you have to cover, the laws do not tell you how you cover the subjects. That is left entirely up to you as the homeschooling parent. And the fact is that yes, all of the required subjects are covered in unschooling because all of the required subjects naturally spill over into everyday life without even trying. Now, with that being said, I do want to point out that there are some states with really strict homeschool regulation. There are some with almost no regulation, and then there are others who really do expect a lot from the homeschooling parents. So as the parent, it is your responsibility that you would know the laws in your state. Okay, now this is not to say that you cannot do unschooling. No matter where you are, you can. But you need to know the laws, and you need to know what is required of you to produce at the end of the year or whenever they expect it for you to give them the things that they need to show that you are doing what you are supposed to be doing legally as a homeschooling parent. And that is where it can become a little tricky, again, especially for those in highly regulated states. Now, there are unschoolers in all 50 states. And what I would really suggest that you do, besides absolutely knowing the laws in your own state, sometimes you can even check on hslda.org. They also give a nice overview of the homeschool laws in your state. One thing I will say to you though, don't ever call your school district and ask them for your homeschool laws, because they won't know and you're likely not going to get correct information. So I'm just going to leave it at that. You want to look directly at your state homeschool laws, and if you want a nice overview, go to hslda.org. Now, Facebook, if you are on Facebook, that is a treasure trove of homeschooling groups and unschooling groups. So if you really would love to unschool, but are really nervous about how it is that you're going to get everything covered that you need to get covered in a way that you're going to be able to present it to your school district or whoever it is that you have to give it to, I would really suggest that you go on there and search for unschooling groups in your state. Because again, there are unschoolers in all 50 states. That is, I'm 100% sure of that. So what the best thing to do, and you know, I'm really going out on a limb here because I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really like Facebook at all, but I do know that that is like the go-to place for finding homeschooling and unschooling groups. So again, if you just want advice from people who are already doing it in your area, sometimes you're likely to find pioneers, people who have been unschooling for years in your state and have everything down pat. That is the place to go. So that is all that I have for you today, because I just really wanted to share this with you. I wanted to encourage you that, yeah, you can do it. Legally, you can unschool in no matter what state you're in. If you're in the United States, I don't know the laws of other countries, but I do know that here in the United States, yes, you can do unschooling legally, as long as you know what is required of you to produce at the end of the year. So anyway, that is all that I have for you today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet and would like to hear more of what I have to say, I would love if you would do that. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave one down below. And I will point out right there that I don't know the laws of every single state. Very often people will ask me questions for particular states. I only know the laws for Pennsylvania, where I live. I don't know the specific laws for all of the other states. So again, your best bet is just to find those out on your own. So if you have a question about any state other than Pennsylvania, I'm probably not going to be able to help you much there. But anyway, if you do have any other questions, feel free to ask. I will answer as soon as I can. Sometimes it takes me a little bit, like a week to answer it, but I will answer you if you have a question. If you like my work, you can check out my Patreon page and see what I have for my patrons there. And I hope you have a great day.